joined by Drogheda United assistant manager Daire Doyle after tonight's 2-2 draw against Sligo Rovers. Daire, what way do you look at that game? Obviously the first half it's probably a very poor performance. I think we were quite lethargic, and obviously they got a good goal, and then obviously their second goal was sort of OG but just unlucky, and then obviously we get back into it and it's 2-2. Take it as a good point.
No, it is, and you mentioned that with the first half, and I think you've probably got to give a bit of credit to Sligo there. They've come in after a disappointing performance on their part last week, and they've done well in the first half where they actually played through us well and played over us well into the centre forward, and that did cause us problems. It was something that we had to sort out at half time, making sure we sort of changed our shape a little bit to make sure that they weren't able to do that in the second half. And they weren't. Obviously then when we go a second goal down in the second half, we were up against it. We had to make a couple of changes with our shape then to go at them a little bit more and get another player up front, and I think the impact of the two lads that came on, and Warren and Aaron McNally, were really, really good. And like I say, on another night we might have gone and sneaked it, but it's great that coming for a position like you said where we didn't play as well as we can, that we showed a lot of the attitude and the commitment to the players to get back into the game was fantastic, and you could see the relentlessness that they kept going at it in the second half. So to come out of it with a point is pleasing, and like I say, with results elsewhere, it puts us another point of what's ahead of us, and it keeps that run of games that we've been on unbeaten going.
Yeah, obviously you would have been very pleased with the reaction from your team. Obviously, I think that just probably sums up the squad that we have here and the squad that you have put together this season. They don't give up ever. No,
and that's full credit to them. It's a fantastic group of players that are up there, and they don't allow each other to do that, despite, like I said, parts of the game going against us. For the first part of the game, they did turn out, they responded, and we did become a lot better in the second half, and it showed there that the lads have that attitude and that commitment to stay in the game, and it was important we didn't concede another goal. And Adam Foley's on fire at the moment with his goal scoring streak. He's come up good to get us back into the game, and then for Dale to come in and get another goal himself was fantastic. So the lads deserve a huge amount of credit for the commitment and the ability that they have to stay in games and come back in games.
And how pleased were you, obviously, with the subs that came on? Obviously, Warren and Aaron McNally, they really made a big impact, especially Warren in that sort of, setting up that second goal, and then obviously he nearly got a goal himself, which would have been great for the 18-year-old.
Yeah, no, it was great, and he's done that in the past. He'd probably be a little bit disappointed he hasn't got as much game time as he has, but he's come in there this evening, put in a really strong performance. He's caused them problems all over the place with his direct pace and how direct he is at getting at players. And like you said, Aaron on the far side, he had one run from, I think he picked it up on the edge of our box, and he ends up on the edge of the other box putting the ball out wide for a cross in. So it's great that we can call on players like that to come on. It is a squad game, and it's important we have them players that can come on and contribute to what we're after, which is to get results in these games.
Today we confirmed the re-signing, you could say, of Conor from Shells on loan for the rest of the season. How pleased are you to get a player like him who's well known around these parts, and he's had he put such a great servant for the club, but to have him back, in
listen, there's no doubt about it. You look at over the years, he's been fantastic. When he played here at the club, he's gone to Shells, and obviously you've seen he was unfortunate to pick up that really bad injury, but he's been back and he's fit, and when it was an option to bring him back to the club, you can never have too many good players, so we're delighted to bring him back, and we'll welcome him on board and hope that he'll be able to come in and hit the ground running, and it'll create competition amongst places, and that's really what we're after. So from our point of view, delighted to bring him in.
And finally, Bows away now next week. They're obviously on a bit of a good run as well. They picked up another good win tonight. They're a team that they always have a lot of quality, so always a really tough place to go to.
No, it is, and you see Afalabi, I think he scored another 2 tonight, so he's probably taken a bit of Adam Foley might not be getting all the credit for his goals, but he is here. But no, they're a good side. They've got a lot of good players. It will be a difficult game, but it's a game that we don't fear. We need to go there and put on a performance, and if we do that, like I said, disappointed with our first half tonight, but again, there hasn't been too many times this year that we've been able to say that. Showed a great reaction to come back into. We'll go to Dalymount next week, and we'll be positive that we can go there and give a really good show for ourselves, make the game really difficult for Bows, and again, we'll be looking to take something from the game.